In this tutorial, I'd like to take you through the News module and exactly how that works. So in News, we have the ability to import our RSS feeds from blog. We have the ability to add in our Twitter username and have our tweets pulled in. It will also pull in our @mentions. You can define Twitter hashtags, or you can post individual news items. Everything that you add appears in all news, and it can be filtered by category. Let's get started by adding in our first feed. So first of all, let's just make sure that we have a valid feed. So here we have the Dewlicious RSS feed. Helpfully, they have their thumbnails included in the post as well, which is good for user experience. Let's take a look at the source of this feed. You can see in the description node of their RSS feed that they're defining image URLs to where the thumbnails are hosted. This is important to be defined here. For information on how to include thumbnails in your RSS feed, including how to implement it in WordPress, please check out the App University article. Okay, so everything looks good here. Let's import this into Apptivate. So I simply paste in the URL. When I'm good to go, I hit Import Feed. This will then contact this website and parse the RSS feed and bring the content into Apptivate. Sometimes this can take a minute or two. We can see that it successfully added 10 new items. If we scroll down to All News, we can see the items that have been added. We see the title, description of the post, the date, and the thumbnail as well. If you want, you can add multiple RSS feeds, and Apptivate will import from all of your locations. You can see by default that this feed is set to auto-update. This means that every couple of minutes, Apptivate will contact your server and see if new blog posts or items are available. This means you don't have to constantly log into Apptivate to update your news. However, if you wish, you can disable auto-update. This means that Apptivate will not fetch new news. To import your tweets, simply enter in your Twitter username. I'm going to use Dewlicious. It's important that you just enter in the Twitter name itself and not the URL to your Twitter page or Twitter account. So in this example, it's just Dewlicious by itself. Next, I hit Import Tweets. This will then contact Twitter and import the tweets for the given username. Again, this can take a minute sometimes. We can see that's been a success, and it's imported 20 tweets. Let's scroll down and take a look. You can see now that the All News box is a combination of our feed items and our tweets. You can sort and filter this section by category. For example, I'm looking at All News right now, but if I want to just see my tweets, I simply select Tweets and it will show me only Twitter information. Let's move on to the next step. Let's say, for example, we're holding an event and everyone is tweeting under the one hashtag. If I want to import the tweets for a given hash, I simply look it up on Twitter and then enter it in. In this example, I have a hashtag already made. I enter it in here, being careful not to enter in the actual hash symbol into the box. You just want the text, and hit Import Tweets. And you can see that we found 15 tweets associated with that hashtag. Again, we check auto update, and this means that every couple of minutes, Apptivate will helpfully fetch the new items. When you've added in your Twitter username, not only will we import your own official tweets, but we'll also import your @mentions. If you like, you can add news posts directly into Apptivate. While most customers do use their blog and RSS feeds for news, if you want to create something quick, you just put it in here. So you define a title for your news post. Optionally, you can upload an image. If you choose not to upload an image, Apptivate will display your app icon as default. Also, if thumbnails aren't found in your RSS feeds, Apptivate will also display the app icon by default. Let's upload an image for this post. When you upload an image into Apptivate, there's certain criteria for dimensions and sizes. Apptivate provides a cropper box that allows you to crop the image at the required dimensions. Got to put in some lorem ipsum. And I've got my news title, I've got an image, and I've got the text. When you're ready, simply hit Add News, and your post will be added into news. So here we've got a section that contains your RSS and blog feed, your news posts, your tweets, your mentions, and your hashtags. If you choose auto update, this information will be updated regularly. To give you an idea of how that looks and feels on the finished app, let's start the simulator. So, here's the individual news post that I added a moment ago. And here's the posts directly from the RSS feed and blog. Users can also read your tweets by tapping on this button here. They can see your main tweets and also your @mentions and hashtags that you've defined. And that concludes this tutorial on using the news module. Thanks for watching.